Testing, testing. Right. So the plan to me is look through some leagues, figure out what team we want to use, blah 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 blah. Is there a way that I can look at the squads? This maybe? Team management. So Dundee United is a team that I fancy using. I would like to do one in MLS, but I think I'm going to save that for like a later day. I'm not sure. Australia, similar situation, because Melbourne City are in this game, and that's the team I'd like to use. In most of the Australian football, I don't really know anything about anyway. Austria, not interested. Belgium, probably like to use Anderlecht. Used them before though, so not sure about that. Brazil is one I'm very interested in then, because specifically for this game at least, because the licensing becomes an issue with them in later games. So the only option for them is probably between 14 and 16. Chile, no. Colombia, no. Denmark, maybe. Again, don't really know enough about their football. I know Midtjylland and I know Copenhagen. I know Brøndby as well. And then the rest are just, I see their badges every so often, but I don't know anything about their teams. England, I don't think I would do. Maybe Southampton, because Southampton had a really good team in this game. I think Norwich are in the top flight in this game as well, so not totally against doing that. If I can, yeah, there's Norwich there. Championship, I think if I was to do something here, it would most likely be a proper road to glory all the way from League 2 up. But League 2 is pretty bad in this game, so it's maybe going to have to be League 1. Maybe move Dundee United over here, something like that. Is Portsmouth here? Did I go by them? Are they in League 2? Portsmouth, there they are. So they would be interesting to do Road to Glory with, because they were in the top flight a few years ago. In relation to the game, at least it would have been like 2007, 2008 or something like that. And then they're all the way down here. But I could move a Scottish team into England. France I'm interested in then. So, Toulouse maybe. Who did Toulouse have at this point? I don't know if I'll know any other player. Well, Ben Yedder and Sergio Aurier. And then the rest I don't know. I don't think anyway. Looks like they only have one left back. But I think a lot of these players look like they're probably, yeah, sort of, well, he's a bit older. How young are we talking, right? So he's only 21, so he'd probably be quite a big player. Martin Braithwaite's only 21, he'd be good because he's really fast. Akpro, only 19, so potential there. Roman, probably a squad player. And then there's probably players here that I'm most likely going to sell if possible. This one's good as well because you get to use the youth squad quite a lot, so I think that would be fun to do. Ultimately, that's what I try to make the most of in these games, but at the same time I try and keep it semi-realistic and try and sell anybody who gets too good for the team, etc. And I think the rest of these French teams I'd probably not bother with. But again, I think I'd maybe leave this until one of the later games as well, because the broadcast package gets put into the game and it just looks a lot more official. It just looks better. It feels better to play. Germany probably not going to do any of these teams. Frankfurt are here. Düsseldorf. And Cologne. Yeah, I don't think there's any teams here that I'd really be interested in doing. Cagliari is the one I'd be interested in doing. I've done Feyenoord before, so I don't know if I'd do them. Is it Alkmaar though? That'd be interesting. Ajax are the best team in the country, so I'll probably know them. I've done Norway before, but the team that I've done it with only in this game. Lillestrøm. Molde are probably the best team in this league, right? Let's have a look at this team, because I think they have quite nice kits, although this team looks pretty poor. Okay, 66 rated keeper. Fast winger. Always like a fast winger. Fred Friday, what a name that is. Yeah, pretty poor team. But again, that's what would make that one interesting to do the youth academy stuff with. Molde. I'm not going to use this team, but I just want to have a look. It's not really that special of a squad though. I mean, most of these are like high 60s, sort of low 70s. None of them are probably going to be past 75. Yeah, 75 rated centre back, and that's it. Wait, hold on, what was that formation? What is that formation? That's weird. Dundee United I'm definitely interested in doing. But again, probably road to glory. What is that photo? Mark McCallum. Oyunuga. I think this Dundee United team is one I'm definitely interested in doing. Dundee United, something in Brazil. There's the Russian league. I know, is it CSKA Moscow that I quite like, and Spartak Moscow. Much better team than any of the other ones that I'm looking at, but again, probably too good to really do something long termly. Try to do something that takes a few seasons, something where there's a goal. I don't know, I think Dundee United's really screaming at me. As much as I would love to do Brazil. Because Ronaldinho. I don't know, I think Dundee United, put them in England maybe. That'd be fun. I mean, they don't have a big budget. And I don't think they're too good for the league either if I have a look at League 1 over in England. Or League 2 even. Probably better than most of these teams, but they might be the best in the league. But what's the jump? Okay, they might fit in here. League 1. So that's an idea. A Sambalonga, is that guy that's really fast? I think maybe League 1 would be the most ideal spot for them. Maybe I should have a look at Motherwell quickly, just to see who they have, because I'm interested in doing them as well. But that Dundee United team was pretty iconic in terms of Scottish terms. Partick Thistle, St Mirren. Yeah, St Mirren are not screaming anything at me at all, really. Right, Panda, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Basically, the past couple of days been doing like test streams and things like that. Just to see how things work. So, basically what I've gathered is that offline games are good, online games are bad. Brazil. I'll just have a quick look through these teams again. Alexandre Pato. Oh, no, that's an idea. But again, I think that team just looks too good to do something long term with. I don't know what the goal would be there. Maybe I'd stay in Brazil for a bit, then move over to Europe. Is that the William? I'm gonna have to look through these teams again. I'm okay with thinking about drawing again. What were you gonna draw? I've noticed, obviously I see you post art every so often on Instagram and things. It looks like you've really improved quite a lot over the past few years. Not that it was ever bad, obviously. I mean, I could never do the art thing, but I feel like it's, from what I've seen at least, it looks like it's improved a lot. Brazil. What was it? Corinthians. Is art basically just what you spend most of your time doing at this point? Oh yeah, this team's probably definitely too good. Oh, he's only 23. Have Corinthians ever won the Brazilian League? Now there's a question to be answered. Renato Augusto. Emerson Romarinho. Oh, I've used him. He was really good actually. I was in college for animation, but I'm thinking of dropping out. How come you're thinking of dropping out? Is it just something you don't feel you're interested in anymore, or do you feel like it's too hard maybe? from what I know, animation seems to be very, very time consuming. In terms of a hobby, don't know how it pays. I mean, if the pay was good, then it would probably be worth it. But it depends. Probably depends massively on who you're working for, like anything else. Because if you're doing like massive overtime and things like that, yeah, I'm not sure if that would be. I'm not sure if that would be worth it. But again, it depends how much your heart is in it. Cruzeiro. Is this the Willian? It is not the Willian. These teams are good though. I'm still very interested in it, but I don't know. I took this semester off because I just didn't want to go. I don't know, maybe you just need a break from it or something. Because I mean, in some cases it doesn't really matter how much you're into it. Sometimes they just burn out. Lucas Silva. Nope. I mean, last year I did a group project that was an animation, and it turned out really good and I had fun. Well, what's the general sort of workload when it comes to animation when you're in college? Like, is it? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't even care to venture a guess because I wouldn't know where to start. Elias. I know he's meant to be good. Victor Caceres. Gabriel. Pacey. I always like a bit of pace. Marcelo Moreno. Hernani. Wallace. Nope, not the same Wallace. Fernandinho. That might be the same Fernandinho. Maybe a bit too young. This is the thing with Brazilians, they'll have the same names. Was actually planning on trying to do an animation myself. Why don't you try it? Because I think something like that, if it goes well, I think it's the kind of thing that would help you gain a big boost in confidence in what you're actually doing. The downside of that is if you don't feel like it's good, then you might lose a lot of confidence in what you're doing and think, okay, this isn't for myself. This isn't for me, sorry. Rafinha again, another one of the names that pops up all the time. Fred. Biro, and I remember I used him. I mean, I guess for one of these games I could do Celtic. But I don't know what game I would use them in. Because I've used them in every game, but... Santos, have a look at Santos again. For my group we did the live action part and animation. There was 9 of us working on it. I thought it was 2 other people who edited everything together, but we took 4 months to physic that project. It's definitely very time consuming. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that needs to be constantly worked on if you're to get it done fast, and even then it probably still takes a long time. Main reasons that I don't think I could ever really properly get into animation. As much as I think it's cool, and obviously the people who work on it are absolutely dedicated to the craft, there's no doubt about that. It's too much for me. I'm basically too much of a perfectionist, I think. So I would take even longer than the average person to do it. So yeah, that's sort of my problem with that. Not to say that the people who do work on it are not perfectionists, but I think even if you are a perfectionist, you're probably not granted the time to perfect your craft in that sort of environment. Well, depending on what it is you're actually animating, I suppose. If it's something with very high demand, then harder. If not, then obviously easier. Yeah, I'm not going to use this. It was about 5 minutes long, but that class only met once a week. Towards the end of the semester, me and the other editors were up till midnight trying to finish. I know that feeling. Question for you. Do you have a specific time of the day where you get more inspired than usual? Because when I was in college, I found... Well, I had trouble sleeping at night, generally. And I remember towards the end of the year, when all the exams had to be done and deadlines had to be met, I found that I was up at like 4 in the morning doing homework and things like that. Not because I had to, but like I kind of wanted to. Like I was enjoying it, kind of thing. Like it would be 4 in the morning and I'd be, knuckling down and doing everything that I needed to do. But I didn't feel like it was a drag. Honestly, in the middle of the night, I don't sleep at night, so it's easier for me to work at night. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. Yeah, because I think that is it. When it's night, you don't have any real proper distractions because obviously everybody else is asleep. And then you can literally just sit down and focus on whatever it is you need to do. In my case, it was probably just writing about music in some form. Like, there was one class that I had called Appreciation of Music. And pretty much all it was you picked a genre of music that you wanted to study, essentially. I picked country, because country is simple as fuck, basically. So, I chose that because I was like, okay, this will probably make my life so much easier. It's better to pick than jazz, because even to this day I listen to jazz and I don't know how to assess it. I could never sit and... Well, maybe studying it would be a good idea, because then I'd understand it a bit more, but at the moment, to me, it's just... I know that I like it, but I don't know how to pick apart why. But with country, it's like I can probably play like 90% of country songs even if I don't know them, just because they're all just, you know, C, D, G, you know, 3 chord songs. And well, I really enjoy that about it. So it just made the whole situation just much easier for me. But yeah, I was up till like 4 in the morning basically writing things about it, just, well, doing the assessments. There was another one for remixes that I had to do, and I had to basically just explain why the remix was different from the original song, etc. If it was like 5 or 6 different songs, I had to do that for. And I don't really listen to remixes a lot, so that was a bit harder than usual. First semester I had to do a traditional drawing. Sat down at 10 PM and the next thing I knew the sun was coming up. Yeah, I think I started later than that, to be honest. So, which probably doesn't help me. Who can I get rid of here? Maybe I could probably get rid of Buddy for... Still wanted to do Dundee United. Well, I don't. Wait, yeah, that is what I want to do. But is that the team I want to use? Because I want to do Motherwell as well, but Partick Thistle's another team that I've never used before, and they'd be good because they would go straight into the bottom tier. But that Dundee United squad is like, well, I'm pretty sure it's seen as very iconic in terms of the modern SPFL. I don't know, decisions are hard to make. It's either Scotland or Brazil. Corinthians, Atletico, Mineiro. Let me have a look. I want to know who won the league that year in Brazil. And every other year after that. In Serie A. Table. Season 2014. Right, so Atletico Mineiro became 5th that season. Then 2nd the season after. Corinthians seem to be in and about there. They have won that league. Then 4th, Palmeiras winning that season. Santos, Flamengo. 2017, Corinthians again, and they fell all the way down to 9th that year. So they seem to be in and around that area. What about Sao Paulo in this first season? 2nd, Cruzeiro. Yeah, they looked like they had a pretty good team, to be fair. Yeah. I definitely think that if I sit down and actually try more, it could be so much better than it is. I think that's the same for most people, like whatever their chosen sort of passion is. Like during COVID, and I'm sure you might have been the same, I found it very difficult to actually, well, in my case it would be pick up the guitar and play it. Doesn't help that I was pretty ill during the time as well. But I found that picking up the guitar was just not something I wanted to do at all at that time. Now it's like, well, I don't really have a problem picking up the guitar because I basically play it for hours every day at this point. You know, I'm writing my own songs and things like that now a lot more than I did back then. So I don't know, I guess I think that most people sort of felt that way during that time. At least most people were sort of focusing on other things that were more important, and obviously a lot of people were very stressed at that time as well, which I think also plays a big factor. I think I'm just gonna We'll just do it. Although, I could do like all of the stadium stuff. Let me look. Brazilian Serie A stadiums. So say state. Yeah, I think we'll do that for a minute. Says it this? Stadiums. Have I done this for all this? Apparently not. And then I can save this as a separate save file. Dundee United is Tannadice. Pretty sure Rangers aren't in this team. Sorry, Rangers aren't in this game. Tannadice Stadium? Or is it Tannadice Park? Tannadice Park. Sounds more like it. I wish I could do something with music. I was into music growing up, but stopped when I got to high school. Well, did you have a preferred instrument or anything? Was there anything that you picked up in school and thought, yeah, I'd really like to learn that? Because the one piece of advice that I would give to pretty much anyone, pick up an instrument. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be the flute, it could be the harmonica, it could be the triangle. It doesn't matter really what it is, but most people, I think if you were to ask them what one of their biggest regrets is, I think picking up an instrument for a lot of people is one of them. Because, I don't know, I think a lot of people see people who pick up an instrument as like very talented, and I think there's more hard work that goes into being good at an instrument than people seem to realise. Obviously talent gets you there faster, but it's not impossible. You can know nothing about music and still get really good at the guitar if you wanted to. Although I would also say probably don't pick a guitar first unless you really want to, because something like the piano, all the notes are laid out in front of you. It's so much easier to visualise the music you're playing with a piano because the notes are in order in front of you. With a guitar it's not like that at all. I mean, if you were to guess what the string names without picking up a guitar were, what would you guess it? What would you guess it was? When I was like 8, I was playing the flute for 2 weeks, but I was always in the school choir, even though I sound like a dying whale. Well, I won't push you for an example on that. You obviously don't sound very confident in that. But I mean, even the flute, right? So, right, I've never played the flute. Although we were made to play the recorder in school. Now, I don't think I have my recorder anymore. It was probably binned. But I mean, even the recorder doesn't sound good either, to be honest. But I think even the flute would be worth picking up, because I think the flute sounds good. And it's one of those things that not a lot of people know how to play the flute compared to a piano or a guitar or singers. for example. Everybody sings, just not a lot of people are good at it. So with the flute, you're probably far more likely to actually get hired for something in an orchestra or something like that. Or, you know, it could be one of those shows that tries to pick out talents. Not like Britain's Got Talent or like American Idol or something like that, but sort of more niche things. Like there's a Scottish one, and they basically, you go on and you pick a Scottish piece of music. You can make it if you want as well, and you play and you get through to a final. It basically kind of works like that. I tried to teach myself the guitar when I was younger, since my sister had a guitar, and recently I tried to teach myself the piano. How did you get on with the guitar or the piano? What did you think was better, or what did you prefer, or what was easier? What's Partick Thistle Stadium called again? Partick. Firhill, that's it. Firhill Stadium. I love watching America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent or X Factor for the bad singers. I'm pretty much the same. I mean, I remember in Britain's Got Talent, there was a guy who was the methane man, and he literally just farted into the microphone. That is literally his act. Like, what other show could you go on? Could you go on stage and put a microphone up to your bum and fart? It takes a unique bravery to do something as weird as that. Mick. Mid. No, it's Park in it. McDermott Park. Yeah, that's more like it. Pick the winners, easy. Well, I can't pick the winners because technically the season wouldn't start, so the only way I could pick the winners is if I win with them, unless that's what you mean, in which case then yeah, you're absolutely right. Welcome to the stream, Mikko. It was good to see you again. Blah 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 blah. Oh, what's Ross County Stadium called again? It's something weird. Mikko, I don't know if you watch football at all, to be honest, or soccer, or whatever you want to call it, but what is your team, if you have one? I guess what's most local to you, or what do you support if you do support someone? I'm trying to get a gauge of who everybody supports. So like, I know that Ale supports Cagliari in Italy. I know that Squishy supports Toulouse. I support Celtic. But I don't know for most other people. I don't watch sports. Okay, fair enough. Stadium. It's interesting because you're watching this. I am forcing you to watch sport. Well, I don't remember anything when I tried to learn the guitar. I don't own a piano either, so I was trying to learn on an app, which is probably hard, but I think I was getting the hang of the piano. Yeah, I think piano is definitely easier to pick up. The biggest drawback about the piano is not everybody can own a piano. Although you can pick up a keyboard, but most people who own an instrument tend to own a guitar, even if they don't play it. Like, there's probably loads of people you've met in your life, right? And You know, you've seen a what do you call it? You've seen a guitar in a room or something, and you've probably asked them, you know, how do you play the guitar? And there's probably been a lot of people who've said no. And it is literally just called St Mirren Park. Lovely. I feel like more people who actually own a keyboard know how to play it, is basically what I'm getting at there. A lot of people own guitars that don't play them. Pet Audrey. Pet Audrey Stadium. Oh wait, Dundee's in here as well, aren't they? Wait, it's Dundee United. Duname. Yep. Kuma. Welcome to the stream, Kuma. As you can see, we have a bit of a party going on here. We've got Panda, we've got Mako, we have Kuma. You know, life is complete, the game is done now, I can finish the stream. I have a friend who has a keyboard but doesn't know how to play it. Well, you go round to their house and you tell them you're going to play it. You're going to learn how to play the keyboard, or you're going to give the keyboard to me and then I'm going to learn it, and I'll give it back to you when I'm done. Or you can take the keyboard and then you can charge them for lessons to play their own keyboard. There's an idea for you. So basically I'm still trying to decide on what team I want to be. I wanted the Brazilian team. I'm also trying to do all the stadium names at the moment, just to make the game feel a bit more authentic, because a lot of them are generic names. So I'm thinking something in Brazil, something in Scotland. Bear in mind I'm going to do this for like, what, let me see, 14, 15, 16, 17, hold on, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22. So like 7 different games, right? So obviously I'm probably going to try and go to like 7 different countries throughout those. And I'm trying to decide who's best to be. I've got a bunch of countries that I'm interested in doing. Australia, America, because home country, Belgium, Brazil, if I never mentioned them. I don't know if I mentioned Brazil. I don't know, maybe somewhere like Norway as well, Sweden. The talent of learning the keyboard in one day can only be done by Mario. Kuma, I think you need to. I need to tell you this, right? So see, when I was in school, they took me off the keyboard because I was that bad at it. That's how I became a singer. So if anybody tells you that, you know, talent's born in a day or whatever, it's not. Not in my case, at least. The Brazilian Belgians are the Belgian Brazilians, and then when my score goes, we all go. You were too good. They were just jealous of you. You were ahead of your time. Yeah, I was too ahead of my time to play Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. I was just like, you know what, this song is not good enough for me, I'm gonna drop it. And I'm not ahead of my time when it comes to singing, so let me do that. I'm probably behind my time. Do not be alarmed, I'm not that ill. I just have a slight cough. What's this arena called? Arena MRV. Arena MRV. Kuma, am I right in saying that New York Red Bulls are probably the closest team to you that would probably be available? I mean, if I was to look at the MLS here, right, I don't think there's any New Jersey teams. If there was, that would be pretty fucking cool. But yeah, you've got New York Red Bulls, Philadelphia, Portland Timbers, Real Salt Lake, San Jose Earthquakes. I mean, that sounds more like it would be like a Mexican team or something. You were playing music from the year 3000. I was playing Busted. I don't know if you know who Busted are, but they were pretty big in the UK in the 90s, and they had a song called Year 3000. Look it up. Kansas City Sporting, Toronto FC would probably be good for the likes of Hugs and Smokey. And No Name, because obviously they're all Canadian. Chicago Fire. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I think Red Bulls would probably be the closest to you, maybe. But I'm not going to sit and act like I know the landscape of America very well, because I definitely do not. Right, so this is... Well, I could do all the big teams first, I guess. That's Flamengo. I thought that said the stadium name was called the Macarena there. It's not, it's called the Maracana. And then this one has an accent. But it's like the wee wiggly line. There's a worm at the bottom of the garden, and his name is Wiggly Woo. Right. Red Bulls are the closest that are Philadelphia Union. So Philadelphia would be one that I could possibly do. Again, the thing with the MLS is in this game they don't have like the official broadcast stuff that they have like in real life. In the later games they actually added all of that in. So I want to leave, I don't know, I feel like I should leave MLS to a later game when all of that's in, then it looks a lot better. Because in this game it just has a lot of the sort of generic stuff, a lot of the generic EA stuff. I see Cruzeiro there. That is called... Oh, that's a lot of accents I see there, I think. This is an accent. As you can probably tell, I'm going proper all out with this. I should probably have done this all in advance. But I love that Philadelphia Union because their initials are PU. That's like half of the spelling of iCup. ICUP. So wait, that says... Wait, did Flamengo and Fluminense share a stadium? Let me just check this. Yep, it's also the Maracana. So I had no idea. That's pretty interesting, actually. As you can tell, I don't know much about Brazilian football, but that's part of why I'm interested in doing this. Because Brazil is like the capital of football. They should just let Mario play alone against all the other teams. They won't stand a chance. Start a club with the initials ICUP. See, that's an idea for, again, the later games, because for a good, honestly, 10 years maybe, probably longer than 10 years, FIFA players were asking for the ability to create a club, because they had that in the game back in, like, I don't know, FIFA 07 or something like that. And well, they never gave us it back until like FIFA 22, so I could actually genuinely do that, and then I could just put them in the MLS and then you know, win the league. And I could make everybody that comes to the stream as a player and then put them into the team. I think that would be fun. Just have Kuma on the wing, like the fastest player ever. Corinthians, Arena Corinthians, simple. But yeah, I'll probably. It's unlikely that I'll play any games today. And the thing is, what I'm doing here is I don't even know if I'm going to use Brazil because I haven't decided yet. They shall never know salvation. What's going on? Am I getting raided by bots? Mario 1v11 every team. One man team. He's so good, he doesn't even need the team. Grêmio, I don't know. I think. That's a lot of bands. How many was there? I bet there's still more to come. Time for laundry. I think. Grêmio, have I done Grêmio? I don't think I have. I think I will just do Brazil. Just do Brazil. Because I'm halfway here now. Grêmio. Santa Cruz, Cruzeiro, Grêmio, there they are, Arena. Yep. A lot of these stadiums are really big as well. Arena. Do. Grr. Is that it? Looks like it. I probably won't do every single team's stadium because I don't think all of these are really that important in the grand scheme of things in Brazil. Teams like Santos are pretty big though. Botafogo. Santos. Although Santos appear to not be here, hold on. Santos. Interesting, right? Big name. Estadio Urbano. Caldeira. Bada bing, bada boom. None of them shall live to see another day. I'd like to hope so. Although more of them will keep coming. And so I need you to be standing there at the gates ready to knock them all down. Sao Paulo. I think that's the last team. Morumbi. Morumbi. I'm gonna move this up a bit. Oh shit. Just moving my microphone up a bit. I feel like it's a bit low. Who else is big here? Have I done them? Yep. Have it done. Okay. I think I've done all the big teams. Done Cruzeiro. Yep. And I did Flamengo. Yep. Just need to make sure that those are the same. Yeah, okay. Who's that for Crusaders? Sorry. Oh, this. Vasco da Gama. I would never have noticed that. So I think I'm going to go with Athletic Mineiro, because Ronaldinho played for them, and if you don't know, Ronaldinho's like one of the best Brazilians ever. But by this time he's like in his mid-30s. I might even edit him a wee bit just so that he can run, because I think he's only got like 42 stamina, so it means he just doesn't last very long in the game at all. Yeah, just raise this a bit, because I mean, like, who has 41 stamina? Should make it like 65. That way he's not like ridiculous it'll be. I feel like questions have to be asked. I have no idea what you're saying, but welcome to the stream. Platypus cruncher? Why are you crunching platypus? And what brings you here on this, well, Monday night for me, but I don't know where that'll be for you. Okay, Brazil. There they are. Let's get a bit of Ronaldinho in about it. Did we disable the first transfer window? Setting hardest difficulty, I think it's fine, because I've not played this for a while. Wait, nope, shouldn't have done that. Back. They use... Is it dolls he is in there? Y'all don't know y'all songs, Jesus. Well... maybe. I can't say yes or no. Depends what the song is, man, I don't know what it is. Pretty sure that's what they would use. It's definitely not pound sterling. Well, apparently it's not euros either, but I feel like euros is closer to pounds. We'll just go with dollars. So, who wants to be the manager? Does anybody want to be named the manager? McCool, do you want to be the manager? You know, make him Swedish. Sure, yes, okay, consider it done. Mr. McCool. That means any of the this means any of the problems that happen with the team, they fall on your shoulders and not mine, right? I'll have no clue what I'm doing, but I'll yell at them and throw chairs around and anger whenever we lose. Yeah, give them like the hairdryers treatment. just, you know, shout so hard in their faces that spit goes everywhere. Okay, we don't need the tutorial, shut up. Athletic Mineiro upon their new boss, Mineiro. It'll go fine. Well, I hope it goes fine. You know, the aim is to win this league. My thing is with this, I don't really know enough about Brazilian football. I'm hoping there's a cup competition. Hopefully we can win both. Then we can move on to FIFA 15. Blah 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 blah. Get rid of this. Blah 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 blah. Athletic. It's like I say, I don't think I'll probably get to any of the games, but we might. Who knows? Threaten to bench them if they fail. I think that's a good idea. So let's have a look at the squad. Right. Ultimately, we probably should have looked at this a bit more before, but it's definitely one of the better squads in the league. Okay, so we have a good left back, pretty slow centre back, faster centre backs. Ultimately, we want fast players. Pace isn't everything, but it definitely goes a long way. Pretty fast. Also, we need to pay attention to squad depth. Also, I completely forgot that he's also very slow, and his stamina didn't change. So, it's probably a good thing, to be honest. Just makes it feel more real, I suppose. I don't know how good any of these players are. I mean, he's 36, so he's probably not going to play very much. Richarlison, again, probably back up, but not for long term. Although he does have like 92 stamina, so that's good. Rossinier, don't know, again, has a lot of stamina, but he's 29, so he's getting old. 31 stamina, what the hell? That's like, you're tired by the time you get on the pitch. Alexandro, there's a lot of centre forwards here. Right, but I think the better way to do this actually is if we go into the squad report and do it this way. Right, so 3 goalkeepers, 3 right backs, although he's on loan somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centre backs, okay. I can work with that, although 2 of them are in their 30s. He's retiring, he just joined, and he's very, very slow. He's pretty poor. So it was looking like these 2 probably are going to be the starting centre backs. Left back. So we have 4 left backs, but 2 of them are on loan somewhere. I mean, I could call him back. These 2 have pretty good stamina though. I feel like they'd be pretty good for the rest of the season. Although, obviously, we need to hope that none of them get injured. CDM. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. What's he got? He could probably play anywhere in the middle of the park. He doesn't have very good finishing though, but I don't think that will matter too much. He's on loan somewhere. We've got a lot of people out on loan. He looks like he'd maybe be quite good. Soto, something to keep in mind. Serginho, obviously Ronaldinho. Go here. Oliveira, what are we looking at here? Why don't watermelons get married? Mikhail, I hope this isn't how you're going to get the players fired up. Ready to go? You ready to go in a game? Here's a pun. Ronaldinho, why was 7 afraid of 8? Because it ate your family. I don't know. The joke was really why was... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. That's what the joke should be, but you know, 7, 8, 9. But surely would that not be... Yeah, why was 6 afraid of 7? Yeah, I fucked it up. Let's just laugh at that. You see, this is why I'm not the manager. This is why you're the manager. You know how to tell the jokes. It's all about the delivery. It doesn't matter what you say as long as you deliver it right. Okay, so I think these are 2 players that I am unlikely to use. So loan. This might even only be a 1 season thing. Maybe 2 seasons. I don't know. And I think we have 1, 2, 3. Why do we have so many strikers? What the hell? Do we need this many strikers? Definitely don't need him. I feel like we could bring... Well, he's out on loan. He's going to retire, so that doesn't matter. Leonardo, also pretty old. This is a much bigger squad than I thought it was. I think we can sell him. Okay, never mind, because he just joined. So he can play centre, attacking mid, but Ronaldinho will be playing there. I think we can sell him. But even then, like, putting these people on the sell list doesn't mean that they will go. Can he still play in the wing? I mean, he's not fast, so okay, just can. Dico Tardelli. So I don't know what we need really. Because I mean, we're playing with 3 cams. Although I think I'm going to change this to a slightly wider formation. 4-2-3-1. This one. And if we put... Okay, Ronaldinho's in the middle. Tardelli can play cam or cam. Brilliant. He can play 2 positions in all the fucking same position. Fernandinho. Okay, I think this makes sense. The formation to play. Joe, I hope, is good. Okay, Junior Caesar seems to make more sense there. As does he. I think this starting 11 is probably the best one to go with. It's just there's so many players down here that I'm unlikely to use, and a lot of them are just who've just been bought by the club. Should we play friendly? Should I play friendly just to try out the team? I think I will. I don't usually play friendlies, but I think I'll go with it just to see how the team feels. This is not him. Yeah, he's somebody I would like to give a go, but he's probably not getting in any over any of those players. He's another player that, although he does look quite good technically, he's just he's only got like 30 something stamina. So actually, I'm not going to start Ronaldinho, even though he was like the whole reason that I chose this team. Although, if we put him in, that means we can play Ronaldinho. Okay, I figured it out. we'll bring Ronaldinho on in the second half, because by the time half time comes around, the other guy will be dead. So I think that should work. Okay, we don't need to do these training drills. And this will probably be the only game that I do. So it's just to get a feel. I don't really know what to expect, because like I said, I've not played this for a while. I played it last year. And I thought it getting pretty good, but I mean, it's very easy to get rusty at something like this. Believe it or not, these games do change year in, year out. And when it comes to like different years that you're playing in, you know, if it's like, well, that's not a good start, is it? But say between 14 and 18, for example, if you were to make that jump, the game would feel very, very different. I mean, this is on a totally different engine from 17 that I was playing the other day. Although Joe's got in, this could be a great start. It's not a great start. Although, it's still promising. Oh, it's still promising. Oh, it's still promising! Oh my, yes, it went in. Well, it's going well. It's not too bad. Granted, it's only a friendly, but I mean, that was, what was that, 3 or 4 shots? Back heel, and it hits off the goalkeeper and goes in. I don't even know if that counts as being on target. That's the shittest goal I've ever scored. But it went in, we take those. So now we keep the concentration up as high as possible. That's Tony Watt, what's he doing playing in wherever the fuck that team is? Oh, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. And that's 2. Well, so far it's looking good. But as a friendly. So I don't know, maybe it's possible that I should just put it up to legendary just to see how I do there. Because that's the hardest difficulty. If it gets too easy, then I'll do that. Because I don't want this to be a breeze, I want it to be, well, I want it to be a challenge. That's the whole point. And doing it from sort of game to game, just to see how well I can do in all different countries. And for this I might start in Brazil and then go elsewhere. I mean, maybe I can go into Europe somewhere after, you know, maybe winning the league in Brazil or something. That's the idea anyway. I'd like to win in every country before I leave. Maybe 3 seasons in a country, win what you can, see what happens. But so far, it's feeling pretty good. Granted, this team are standing off me quite a lot. In the box, that's a good ball. Oh, you've missed the ball, come on, it's literally right there. I reckon if we can get to 3, that's a good start. On the other side, nope, you've stole the ball. You have stole the ball. That's exactly what you've done. You stole it. I'll probably still try and sign somebody though. Even if the team feels like it's going to be pretty good. Not a good touch, that's a very bad touch. Touch like a baby elephant. That's exactly what that is. Okay, 45 minutes done, 2-0. I'll admit it's gone better than I thought it would.
Lift themselves in that dressing room and try and come back. It's not going to be easy.
So we reach half time.
Granted, that first goal was really bad, but the second goal, different story. Okay, so Ronaldinho, get him on. See how he feels in this. Because I used him in FIFA 10, and he felt pretty good in that game. Granted, he was like 5 years younger, but. I mean, his first contribution is pretty much a non-contribution there. Good challenge, except he didn't keep it. Brilliant. Nice. I think he's a centre mid, but Tardelli could have gotten the end of that. That's a free kick surely. And that's just garbage. That's definitely 20 watt, I don't know. Is that where he was in? I don't know. Some players do feel a bit sluggish. Like Joe up front feels very sluggish. And that's 20 watt. Don't score that. That's a goal. Oh my god, it's not a goal. Somehow. But in Legendary that probably would have been a goal.
It is, and the other players have got to compensate. Isn't why they can't manage that. Back to him again.
Welcome back, Hummer. Tony Hawk. Who's Tony Hawk? You thought because I was talking about Tony Watt? That's not quite good enough. We get so close to catching the ball and then it slips away. Oh dear. Can't even get the ball to Ronaldinho, never mind. Get him to do something productive. That message was about as real as my girlfriend. Swinkles is my favourite name. All I seen in that was oh, that was a good save. All I seen in that was along the lines of I want to offer promotion to your channel, and it's just like mate, I've been streaming for about, you know, an hour. Like nothing real about you, my friend. And that's a penalty, for God's sake. Yeah, your girlfriend isn't real because everyone's your girlfriend. Huh? So I have multiple. It has to be a lie because I don't know. I'm trying to work out the logic. I'm also trying to think about not conceding this penalty. where's he gone? Where's he gone? Left. Nope, straight in the middle. Right. So basically, the second half has been bad. First half has been good. And we will bring on this guy because I want to see how he feels. I will bring on him as well just because why not? Granted, this is a friendly, but I think this is a good gauge of, or a good way to gauge how the team feels. And I mean, that's awful. Every single time I try to pass it to Ronaldinho, it just goes nowhere near him for some reason. Apart from there. Is he gonna? No. Probably could have cut that back, now that I'm seeing that in the replay. Maybe try and get to the first league game.
Well, the ball's gone up. There's going to be 4 extra minutes.
But yeah, basically just don't concede now. Pretty sure we've done it. That's not how I tried to pass to, but it's fine. Sitting treating this friendly like it's a World Cup final, man. It's not that deep. But look, man, I'm competitive. I'm way too competitive for somebody who's not very good. But we won. That's all that matters. So so what I've gathered, the striker is pretty much immobile. The wingers are good. I think the midfield's good. The defence is solid. Apart from obviously the penalty, but I mean that happens sometimes. What is the league objective actually? They'd like me to win the League Cup. How do I check that again? No, it's not that. Objectives, right. So, they want me to win both, okay. But I mean, if I do win both, that means I can just probably move on to the next game. So I think maybe get in a new striker, somebody who's a bit faster, somebody who's going to be a bit more active. But who do we want? So I'm going to have a look for... Right, so I'll have a look in Brazil. And strikers just to see what comes up. And if we let me get manager Mercurial play. I wish I'd done that actually, just made him into a player. Made everybody into a player, but it would take a long time. What a goofy... This is one of the things that I really like about these older games, is the player faces are so goofy. I mean, what is that face? Like, he looks like he's afraid of the ball instead of wanting to actually get it. He looks like somebody just told a really, really funny joke. Or maybe he's just had one of McCool's puns. And then you've obviously got these two who are serious as shit. He just looks done with life. Andre Lima, Andre like I better not tell that to him. Oh, he'd be good to get. Because I was looking at him earlier, but he's also on loan at Sao Paulo. So that's not going to happen because he's on loan, therefore I cannot buy him. I've noticed that a lot of these players are on loan. He's probably not quite good enough. How does everything sound, by the way? Am I too close, too far? What? Is it like... Or does it just sound fine? Because sometimes when I listen to, like... Every now and then I look at like my old videos, and in some cases I'm actually just way too close to the mic, but I didn't listen back to it at the time, so I didn't know. And obviously I didn't want to sit there and try and memorise what I wanted to say in half of the videos, because a lot of them were done within like 20 minutes. The longer part was actually just playing the game. Some of those player names are straight from Dragon Ball Z. A lot of them are, I feel like a lot of them are all the same. Fred. Yeah, they're all Dragon Ball Z names, and then you get Fred. I mean, there's nobody else absolutely screaming out to me. Because again, on loan. Douglas Coutinho. I could scout some of these players. Aside from me, you sound close sometimes, but maybe I just hear my... Maybe I should just move the mic a wee bit further away then. Just turn it slightly further away. I'm not listening to myself. Atletico Forlan, he's like a Uruguayan legend. But again, would probably cost too much and not fast enough for me. But then again, good positioning helps. It's just so I know as thing goes on. I mean, maybe I should sign one of these players just because they look so ridiculous. I don't know, nobody's immediately screaming out at me and going, you know, pick me, pick me, pick me. So maybe what I'll change it to is just Brazilians anywhere. A lot of the time playing this game you are just in menus, by the way, so if it gets boring, I imagine now all the random players get AI images. It's well, obviously in this instance this guy is just a blank face. For regenerated players it comes up like an in-game image of what the player looks like in the game, which I think is a better idea. But for some people, like for real players, obviously it just comes up what their real face looks like in real life. I think you should just have one consistent style. It can be a bit jarring when you go from like an actual player face like this guy to that. It's another one of the downfalls of not knowing Brazilian football very well. I feel like this guy's looking good there. Probably not. I mean, he looks like he's playing in Japan. Fred, no. What about Samaras? I don't know how good Samaras would be in this team though, but he can play up front and he can play on the wing. Although he's not Brazilian, he's Greek. But I'm fine with that. Although I don't know if I can... Right, let me just look. And then just look here. That's not what I'm looking for. I just need like a decent striker, and then that should be me. Amido Balde? Nah. Timu Puki probably cost too much. Samaras, there he is. Scout him. And I can look at... Oh, Dundee United actually, they might have a couple. David Goodwillie. He's also on loan. Obviously everybody I want to get is on loan. Age 30 is going to get grey hair in this team. I mean, he's practically already retired. Eredivisie's always got good players as well. Ajax always usually has quite young players, but that means they're obviously going to cost more. I'm interested in him because I looked at him earlier and I thought he looked quite good. I don't know, man. It's hard to decide. Anybody in the Championship, maybe? QPR had a good team at this point, I think. Bobby Zamora, Charlie Austin. Just arrived for Burnley. Sean Wright Phillips can technically play up front, from what I remember. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in GTN, send him to, well, he's actually already got some. These are the people that I've already asked him to. Wellington would have been good as well. He would have been perfect. Then I would have been sitting doing this. But send him to, yeah, we'll just send him to Brazil, and then we'll just progress. Won't play this game, we'll just sim this. Just skip. Lose that game, but I didn't play it, so it doesn't count. He's my player. Just sent him to Brazil. Well, you know, tell me what you find. Oh, I completely forgot about that about Brazil, actually. They don't start in summer, they start in, well, they sort of start in spring, actually, according to this. So it's not even the transfer window. I've got plenty of time to think about that. First game's in the cup. Okay, that's fine then. I've got plenty of time to worry about that. Completely forgot that happens. Completely forgot. Okay, so George Samaras. Pretty sure it doesn't actually show you a rating. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's like sort of low to mid 70. Maybe even by the winter transfer window he'd be back from Sao Paulo. I don't know. He's not looking good. Although he is looking physically decent. Newton. Only 800k, so he's probably not going to be a starter. Douglas, also 800k, so probably not going to be a starter. His name. Where is he? Pablo Escobar. My scout is Pablo Escobar. That's all she wrote, boys and girls. That's all she wrote. Okay, we have Sasa. Wrong scout. Pablo Escobar. I couldn't even have noticed that. Again though, like you're talking about like pretty low ratings here, and also just no stamina. I don't understand what it is in Brazil where everybody cannot run. He's a good football scout. Oh, Romarinho, I know he's good. Right, we'll come back to this again later. What time is it? 20 past. Okay, we'll just play this last game. And then we can play the second part of the cup. Probably tomorrow. Black and white versus white, red and black. I feel like because, yeah, we're mostly black to be honest, with a bit of white, whereas they're just white. I hear outside of football, Pablo Escobar had a pretty thriving business. Yeah, it'd be interesting to look into how his career goes. Everybody's in bad form because of that last game. We'll take Ronaldinho off again, let him start. Is there anybody here that I really want to use? Him maybe? Is he just a centre forward? And Cam, okay. Put him in for him. Another big part of doing these is learning all the players. It takes, well for me it takes quite a while, it's just names at this point. Right. Another one of the big things that always changes between games is the penalties always change how you actually take them.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Copa do Brasil last 16. Today, it's Atletico.
Free kicks always change as well. Right, so right, this doesn't look like much of a colour clash to me. Does it look like a clash to you?
Still a long way to go in this competition, but the level is high, and we're in the round of 16.
I think it should be fine. And then I would just constantly pass to them and then make it look like I'm just an absolute liar. He's not getting that.
Judgment there to make that interception, clear the ball away.
Good ball. Joe, hit it. Oh, good save.
Plenty of strength from the goalkeeper. Corner given.
On the outside. Hit it. Handball ref. Actually, don't put the handball rule on because
Really well done.
the game's not really made for it to work. It's not really made with handball in mind. So like any time the ball hits the hand, it just ends up being a handball, which I don't think... I mean at this time that isn't what the rule was. They kinda changed it to that in real life, but... I think it should be more about the intent. But, I mean, the referees of the world don't believe that that's what it's about. Fernandinho? Ah. Can we score from the corner? Too hard, I think. Or is it? No. In real life I just play with my hands inside my... That's how I'm playing the game. What did you think I was doing? That's a third hand down there. You know, some people have an extra toe, some people have an extra nipple. I have an extra hand. in a very convenient place.
Getting back here. Yeah. The player working hard to stay in possession.
Tackle him. Take it past him. Take the shot.
Oh, he's going to shoot now.
Everybody's offside.
Josue, he's got the ball. And Mineiro quickly back to his feet.
Never in the back foot.
He's coming forward with some danger.
That's mine. Play him.
Over in play.
Nice. Well, now I think about it, Joe did score the first goal in the last game, I think. Or he was the reason that we got there. I don't think you were there, but
Well,
it's pretty key to that whole play.
Josue. Joe.
I don't see a lot of space. Oh, for God's sake, what's that? Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. And then if they're right, that's a foul. Really avoiding handball in FIFA. Yeah, listen, you need to avoid handball in FIFA and then you play handball with yourself. If you know what I mean. I play handball all the time. I only play football some of the time.
The referee has made of this generally, whether it's just a foul.
Yeah, on all the football sites I get flagged for handballs, but you know, on certain sites I don't get flagged, and certain sites they like that. Playment. Oh, why are you playing it into him? The referee's not even on the field. But the referee's like, that's not the ball I was talking about.
Played really well, none of the sides here.
Creating chances, just can't take them.
So we've reached half-time and the game is scoreless. Let's take a look back at the highlights from that first half, and then we'll be back over with your commentary team for the second half.
I feel that this is going to end up a 0-0.
Second half underway. I can't wait after that first half. For a place in the quarterfinals.
Possession.
Copa do Brazil is the competition.
Well, the referee's had to keep his eye on this because there's so much going on and plenty of tackles flying in.
Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it.
He's just walked right through me. He's walked right through me. But it's okay. Joe, run. Joe, run. Joe, oh, what the fuck is that pass?
You have to play the way you're facing sometimes, even if you're facing your goalkeeper all that distance away. Joe.
So this is where we need some of the, oh wait. Oh.
Oh, kept the shot out. It's still in play.
I was going to say this is where we need some of the Mercurial inspiration. Send them through it. That's the game doesn't know what it wants to do here. We're getting closer. That famous Mario with your same full name on the famous. I can't believe that that's like a real thing. Like, of course it would be you that found that out though. Now I feel like my name is like tainted. That's not who I tried to pass to. Come on, twice. That's the centre back. Oh my God, is that him? That's a goal. On you go, son. The guy's probably like 15 years older than me, but on you go, son. All of that because the centre back was injured.
So not many times you get a completely open goal
don't know, man. Porn stars are hard workers. I know that's a bit of a changing topic, but you know, they do what they have to do to survive. If that means playing handball, then you know, more to it. More to them. That's a good challenge. Play them through it. That's not okay. That could work actually. Oh, it nearly worked. Oh, that was so close. I nearly peed. Tardelli. Inside. Oh, he does it. Is that two? That is two. That's two. Tardelli. I don't know if he's like Turkish or something. I need to look at that. But what goal, man. Look at that. Cuts back. Takes by two. Puts it past the goalkeeper. Oh, 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 oh. So what's going to be the celebration song, Kuma? Do you want to be in charge of that? You're part of the supporters group. Can we go for here? Oh, no, definitely not. Goal, 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 goal. That was totally necessary. Joe on the run. Maybe we could write a song. That's what we could do. For everyone, we write a celebration song. What do you think? We'll write a song for like one of the special players in every team.
Now they're behind. They've got to try and switch things around. Here comes a substitution. You can understand his eagerness to try and get in there, holding a high line, but he's offside.
I'm reading Go Diego Go, but I'm hearing it as like Run Fat Boy Run. Run Fat Boy Run. Right, go.
Players limbering up for the away team.
I get the feeling Tardelli is going to be a big player in this team, you know?
And it's back to him again.
That's fucked, even though really shouldn't. He's so tired. I think he's offside. Yeah. But I mean, look. 2-0 in the cup. I mean, we have to play the second leg, but yeah, if it becomes too easy, I'm definitely going to put the difficulty up because, you know, we're not here to see me celebrate. We're here to see me weep. Just a wee bit. Pretty happy with that though. I mean, that second goal for Diego Tardelli. We'll have a wee bit of... Let's just see the replay again, you know. Maybe I'll play handball again after this. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get a better angle on that. You know, you need all the replays you can get. Right. Set slow speed. Bang. Takes it by 1. Takes it by 2. Oh, but wait a minute. He's taking it by the two of them again. Oh, on the inside. Oh, oh. And it goes back inside. The other defenders don't know what to do. And then the goalkeeper's in no man's land. Bang. In the back of the net. Am I turning it? Have you lost a lot of respect for me yet? Because I wouldn't blame you if you did. Anyway. I think we'll call it there. And then tomorrow I'll try and get through a few of the months. I don't know how long that'll take. Even to get through the season, because I mean, when does the season end? October, November. Right, so the season ends in December. We're in April. So I don't know. Depending how fast I can get through this, depending how many games I can play, or how many games I decide to play. Obviously, you need to factor in cup games that get added in as I progress. I don't know how many streams it'll take to get through this, is basically what I'm trying to say. Plus, obviously, transfer window will take a while, because, I mean, you've seen how long it took me to look for a striker there. Yeah, tomorrow we'll hopefully get through a couple of the months. Hopefully get to the transfer window, maybe. That's what I think. And then, after that, we'll see what happens from there. I'm not sure how long it will be for me to be on this game until I move on to the next one. Because ultimately I'm not really sure what the goal is. If I'm going to start in Brazil, then move to a different country or something, if I win all the trophies, and then, you know, move from there, or if I should just move from here and then, if I win the league, just go straight to FIFA 15. But I don't know, we can talk about that once I've made a bit more progression. Also, another thing through doing this, you'll see how little the game, the UI at least, how little the menus and things change game in, game out. Literally, keep an eye out for it. All that usually changes is the colour. But I mean, you don't even need to play the game to know that. So, aye, tomorrow I'll be back, and I think I'll have a lot of time to myself on Wednesday as well. So again, I'll be back. So if you've got time to come and see me, then feel free to. I'm more than happy to have everybody come around. Obviously, big thanks to all the bots, of course. Kuma, Mikul, who's just always everywhere all at once, and Panda for coming in as well. Especially for the first portion, keeps you going, that having somebody to talk to. I've missed you too, Kuma, but you know I'm always there in Discord, and well, I don't have you anywhere else, but you know, if you could add me there anyway if you wanted to. Yeah, so this is the end, my friend, and then I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye bye.